podcast is when I don't tell you that I've already started streaming.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Have you started streaming?
Yeah, like right now.
Sponge boy.
Like I've done right now. Welcome to episode 4! We don't have any structure and we don't have any time delay. You know, we don't really we don't really fucking do our shit. We could upload one tomorrow. It could be fucking 3 months, who cares? We're in fucking
I'm surprised we've just made 4 episodes.
We didn't give up after the first one. We've done very well.
Yeah, I think it's also the fact that, you know, we just make it when inspiration comes and when we can be asked.
We can be asked when we have pure inspiration.
I'm not very inspired, I don't know about you guys. Inspired's probably the wrong word.
I'm kind of ready to shit talk on some things.
Oh no.
Well, it's, it's episode 4, we'll shoot it for episode 5. Thank you to anyone who's still listening. We've got a small viewer base, but we do. The fact that even the last one, because we had our first episode that got over, 70 views now, I think it is, or something like that.
Yeah.
The last one got about 12.
The Coon video got 83 views, which is probably the most on the channel.
Yeah, but which is terrifying, but, it's great. But, no. Please stop. No, Coon. Oh god. But yeah, there's been a couple of things that have happened, particularly, in terms of gaming over the last couple of weeks. London's gone into tier 3 where we're from, so we're going to probably end up uploading, the episode 5 during the Christmas period at some point. We might even make it a Christmas episode just beforehand. We'll do that kind of thing. Maybe we'll get something special out of Christmas. But we'll see on that one. We'll get your cock out for Christmas. Lewis King dick reveal for Christmas, please. Thank you. Cock reveal. He's only going to show this. He's only going to show one of the fat veins, though. Talking about a fat veiny cock, The Last of Us winning Game of the Year. This is a divisive topic amongst the group because, well, it's kind of no one's got the same opinion. And other people have got this. None of us fully agree with the decision for Game of the Year, but some of us agree with it more than others. So I think the first person we should go in order, ascending levels of different opinions. So I'm going to let Amy start, who's right at the rock bottom. Have at it, Queen.
Have at it, Queen.
Right, basically, if you've watched the podcast before, you will know that I do not like The Last of Us. Graphically, it's a beautiful game. I love the fucking workbench, but story-wise, it was shit. Neil Druckmann, I think you're the virgin in this situation, honey, and you're putting your insecurities on other people. It's not the best game that's come out this year, especially story-wise, and even graphics-wise as well. It's good, but compared to Ghost of Tsushima, I don't think you can really compare it, and I'm really shocked that Ghost of Tsushima lost, considering that it's received so much praise, whereas Last of Us has legitimately, divided a fan base, and has been shat on by so many different people, and I think it's just, when you see that, you just kind of go, well, I think, while they both might not have been exactly had the same popularity, quality and all that, Ghost of Tsushima got so much more praise and credit as it deserves than Last of Us, and I think it was bullshit.
Fair enough.
That's it.
It's to the appointed opinion. I'm kind of in the middle, so I was going to go next and I'll let Lewis polish off. I'm not particularly. I've not played The Last of Us, and I've never hated the series. But I've never been able to personally get into it. But I always wanted the series to succeed. It's a PlayStation exclusive. I love PlayStation over Xbox, so I want the game to do well. And I know the first game is good, and because I couldn't personally finish it myself. But I'm not going to sit here and say it's bad just because I'm personally bad at the game. But the second game, I wasn't particularly happy with some of the narratives they went down in terms of, story-wise, and some of the things kind of felt like they were being overly preachy in terms of situations that happen in the game, and some of the scenarios the player is forced into, and mainly, to be honest, I've at the beginning I was quite angry at some of the stuff they forced down your throat, but now it's more just the lies that they told in the marketing to do with the game and all the stuff. They said, oh, do you have to do this, do you have to do that, and then you ended up having to do. But I think main thing that annoys me about it is that the Game Awards, and particularly Game of the Year, are particularly judged by fans' reaction to games. Like, look at God of War, who won last year. Apart from being an amazing game, part of the reason it won is because there was very few people that had something bad to say about it. And it's simply by the fact that The Last of Us has had a lot of critics by people who have played the game. Some trolls who just wanted to, jump on a hate bandwagon. That did happen. But it is also, legitimately hated by some people who've played it. Versus, as Amy Quiroi said, Ghost of Tsushima is a game I've played. I fucking loved it. It's become one of my favourite games of all time. And the fact that it was beaten by The Last of Us, it just feels kind of wrong. A game that's been so universally hated, but still does have plenty of good things, because The Last of Us 2 by any means is not a bad game, graphically amazing, and again it lacks in some parts of the stories, but again some people could enjoy the story. At the end of the day, story is subjective for people, so in a way you have to kind of let that one go. But in terms of overall gameplay, I still feel Ghost should have won, but no one's gonna sit here and cry over it for ages, but it does feel a little bit wrong that it did lose. And as Markiplier put, yeah, where the fuck was God of War? But anyway, yeah, God of War Part 2. But yeah, go on, bro. Have at it.
I mean, I agree with both of you. This is the maddest thing, because again, I loved the game. I loved playing through it. I enjoyed playing the story. I still enjoy playing it. Do I think it should have won Game of the Year? Personally, no. I mean, when I cast my vote, I put my vote down for The Last of Us Part 2 purely because it was the game on the list that the only one I played. But when it comes to video games, it doesn't take a lot to make me happy or to have a good time with it. I tend to play things, based on what I want to play. I stumble through games. I started a lot of games that are now some of my favourite series, with like the second or the third. I just pick up games I want to play, and Last of Us was one of those. I fucking adore the first game. Nothing bad to say about it. Second game, yeah, it's got its downsides. But that's more what other people have said, like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. Personally, playing through it, I was happy enough to go through and get the platinum. Fuck grounded mode though. I am a filthy casual, and I'm gonna leave it at 97%. Because I guarantee there'll be some fucking DLC and shit. And,
you got the platinum, it's good enough.
I got the platinum, and it's a nice platinum as well. That was also really. I like. If there's one thing they did right, I'm glad how they made it a little bit more accessible. Of a platinum for like maybe newer players, because I know a lot of lazy people like myself tend to steer away from platinums that are like too grindy or too hard. This one was relatively alright. You can get through it in like 1.5 playthroughs, and I was more than happy to do that because I enjoyed the game and I liked it. But it was really funny because I did cast my vote for Last of Us Part 2, but when it said Best New Character, Abby was top of that list. And I despise her. I think that was so shit. I think, again, yeah. There are probably things, like looking back on it and playing it again a few times, there are probably things I'd change. There are certain aspects that I'm not happy with. But at the end of the day, I'm pleased with what's been put in front of me, and I enjoyed the experience as a whole. And you can say this about the marketing, and obviously it was marketed badly, and they lied to people.
It's not marketed badly, they just straight up lied. That's the thing.
But yeah,
and the thing is, they did.
And I don't mean to point fingers, and I know it's still like kind of a hot topic, which we'll probably segue into, but Cyberpunk, man.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You mean No Man's Punk? Fucking.
Well, this is the thing, right? Because I read this recently. And it was they completely. Oh god, what was it? It was IGN's. What is it? It's the Who's the lady that does it on Snapchat? Sydney Goodman, that was it. She was talking about Cyberpunk, and I thought it was really funny because I was listening to it and they were saying, oh yeah, apologies, we didn't release the base footage for the PS4, so many bugs with it. You know, IGN gave it a rating of 4, man. Like, I know The Last of Us fucked up, but at least it played well. You know, even Ghost of Tsushima, man, I've not played it, but I already know that's a fucking stellar game, based on what you guys have told me. You know? For my Game of the Year character, I said, fuck that bitch, Abby, bro. I picked, Evio, the guy out of Valhalla. I can't say his name. I've not played the game, but I guarantee he'll be a better fucking character. But back to Cyberpunk, it's like an IGN rating of 4 just because the day one bugs. Like, I know games are like buggy and shit, but look at Skyrim, man. Like, how many bugs that shit had over the past 10 years? But gamers hold it at such a high fucking standard because it's such a good fucking game. Cyberpunk, oh yeah, we're gonna promise you this. Grow your own penis. Fuck yeah, all of it. And then we got it, and it was like,
what the fuck is this? What
I mean, my favourite clip that I've seen of the gameplay is where Ricky Berwick is playing it, and he's like, "What's up, my fellow cripple?" And like he punches her, and then she stands up out of the fucking wheelchair and runs away.
Yeah.
Oh man,
she won the free parking.
You know, if we're talking Game of the Year, I don't think Last of Us deserved it. I think other games should have got it.
Yeah,
as the game as a whole, Last of Us, fucking love it. I've said my piece.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that like the one thing that's kind of really annoying me with game companies now is like the false, like now because it's like you said in The Last of Us. The thing is with The Last of Us is, I think with Cyberpunk they promised way too much, and you know they promised way too much, and yeah, there are a lot of bugs and whatnot. Whereas with The Last of Us, where I fuck with it more than Cyberpunk, is because they legit turn around and they've lied about so much. Yeah, fair enough, in Cyberpunk they've shown scenes and then in the actual game the scenes graphically don't look the same. That's a lie, you know? But Last of Us straight up put that scene where Ellie bumps into Jesse, right? And when he pulls it, and they use that fucking scene to trick people into thinking Joel was going to be around longer than he actually was, because as she turns around, it shows Joel in a younger version model, which we hadn't seen, in an area we hadn't seen, saying a line that we've never seen. So that is pure, that's just pure false advertising and lying. And then them going, oh, you don't have to kill dogs, but then even if you go through the whole game without killing the dog, which is extremely hard, you still have to kill Abby's dog. Is her name Alice or something?
Alice, yeah.
Yeah, you have to kill her.
Do you remember No Man's Sky, where they said they'd have multiplayer, and then on day one release there was absolutely no multiplayer, and they had no intention of putting it in?
I just want to say this real quick. You can go back to episode 1 or 2.
Gamers. I mean, the movie industry does it all the time.
You can go back to episode 1 or 2 of this podcast. I fucking called it. I called it.
I can look past the whole Joel thing, because you know.
But the thing is,
when they did that trailer, I feel like they were trying to tell a different story at the time. I mean, the story went through so many fucking changes.
It's not even just that, but what I'm trying to say is that yeah, they always lie, but I think now they're just getting worse and worse with it. Like it's not even like subtle.
It's not even just one company anymore. It's fucking everyone.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, especially with Last of Us, is like the first game in ages which I've seen where they just purely fucking like lied.
Well, there is one other game that did purely lie, that did it arguably to the same level as The Last of Us, and that's Bethesda with Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never looked into Fallout 76 because like when I heard it was going to be multiplayer, I just went, yeah, nah, fuck that.
Sorry, bro. There's an internet historian video on it. Go.
No, you're supposed to watch The Lonely Boys. Watch us. Fuck internet historian. He's gay.
No,
we're not starting beef with him. How dare you?
I will fight him.
You mean episode 5 is just me and Amy? She's been kicked off the podcast for saying such blasphemy.
It's alright, because like I'll start my own podcast and the
by yourself,
sparking out internet historian. I flew to fucking Australia.
Not clickbait, gone sexual.
Not clickbait, gone sexual. I sparked him out and then we just started making out.
Yeah, that Fallout 6 is a fucking dumpster truck of shit. But that's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
like, it's just like companies are thing is they're lying so hard, but the thing is that like it's fucking them over. You know, it's
Yeah.
like you get that one
I
kid
mean, it's
in
not
your
news. I
school.
mean, even like companies in general, just like as advertised on TV. It's like it's yeah, it's just not
I don't, yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that, like, the way
as
companies are
seen on
doing it
TV.
now, it's like, that kid in your school who, like, constantly, like, lies to impress, and is always doing it constantly and
Oh, what
constantly, and
Jay
then
have in between us? Yeah, yeah. We all know a Jay.
yeah,
Yeah, I shagged
and
12 birds in the
Caravan Club.
and it, like, finally catches up with you, and
Mm.
then, it's kind of like that with game companies. I realize, like, the lies are just getting bigger and just more, like,
Mm.
seriously.
Well, maybe it's not lies. Maybe it's just they
No,
promise too much and then they just can't deliver.
I think it's
I don't think
that,
they're
or it's false
outright lying to
advertising.
people because at the end of the day, that's like an
When I
offence
say
that can
lies,
be sued for.
yeah, but they did lie in the Last of Us. Technically, they did. I know some people go they didn't. It's false
Oh no,
advertising.
they were sued over it. They've been sued
Yeah, no,
over it
they were
already.
properly sued.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like false advertising and companies lying or offering too much and then possibly knowing. It's just getting out of hand now. You know what I mean?
Bro, I mean, just look at fucking Instagram, the front page of Instagram.
Yeah,
If you ever want to
it's
see how
alright.
far humanity has fallen, just fucking log on to Instagram, hit refresh, fall down the rabbit hole that is the explore page, and just see how far we've fallen
Titties.
and how far we've strayed from God.
Every day. God doesn't come
Every
back.
day.
We wait for God, but he doesn't want to come back anymore.
Nah, bro, we're just the game of Sims that he decided, fuck it, I'll come back to this.
So, bro, I'm done with this save file. It's
The whole
corrupted.
thing's a
The
simulation,
save
boys.
file corrupted. I'm not doing this shit.
Yeah. That's kind of an interesting theory. What if God was just a gamer, and like we're just a save file
It is
on like
Sims.
an old games console?
Man press
like-
random.
It got fucking corrupted, so he just sold it at like heaven's equivalent of CEX.
My man accidentally clicked save
And now
then
we're just sat on a shelf somewhere with a pre-owned sticker on us.
my man accidentally clicked shuffle on gender, and now he accidentally saved it and can't reverse.
Nah, bro, he disabled trophies because he used hacks.
You can never get to the platinum.
Yeah, the save file's corrupted. He used cheats too much, and now he's disabled
He
trophies.
used cheats to revive his son, and now he's fucking.
Yeah, well,
no, he's
He's like,
fucked.
no, I like that, homie. Revive him. Game corrupted. Save file not found. What's up?
Oh,
Calm
we
down.
episode 4 of the podcast featuring Lewis's mother.
Yeah.
She's appeared in most episodes because she doesn't fucking leave him alone.
Episode 5 should just be on the ballad, bro.
She's basically more a part of this podcast than any of us.
But speaking of Cyberpunk, what do you guys think about the whole issue surrounding it? With them.
I mean, I'll be honest, I
Seasons.
wasn't really too hyped for the game, so I kind
Not
of
even
just,
that. But what do you
I
think
just
about
don't
like?
really, I'm just not well informed enough to make an
But-
opinion.
No, but not even that. You don't even have to be well informed of the game. But the fact that they're creating seasons just for like the title
Oh
card.
yeah, right. The fucking
Oh, I mean,
beginning.
to be fair though, me and Lewis booted up the new KO heist, or the KO whatever, the new GEO DLC with the new heist. The first fucking
Fucking epilepsy
intro scene
inducing.
was so
That is.
glitchy and so fucking laggy. Rockstar are giving people seizures as well, bro.
But not even that. But like in
It's a
Cyberpunk,
2020
during their
trend.
play testing, it was causing people seizures during the play testing.
They could have killed someone.
Yeah, they're just trying to copy Pokemon, bro.
Innit, bro? They're trying to do Lavender Town on these bitches.
Yeah, man.
But like, it is Cyberpunk is fucked, and it's the thing of the fact that like Keanu Reeves is associated with it is the whole reason why it sold well. And the thing is like people are like, oh, some people are like, oh, I want to have fun on the game and shit, and like the fact of the reality is the game was made for PS5. They don't want to admit it, but that's exactly what it was. The reason why they panicked, and I reckon this will come out eventually, I'm just making more of my predictions. I reckon when they panic and set the date back was because they were expecting more people to own PS5s by this point. Because fuck me, they sold like $7 billion, I think it's $1 billion worth of fucking PlayStations already. Like, loads of people have got them, but obviously the majority of people in the world, because of the shortages, still have PS4. And I think what they are not accounting for is, it's like when GTA was put onto PS4 from PS3, and everyone went, Jesus Christ, look at the graphical differences, wow, it's fucking amazing. But then suddenly the PS3 version started to fucking slow down, and then was like, what's going on? And then they stopped giving out certain updates, and Cyberpunk is falling victim to that, but right at the fucking beginning of their launch of their game. And the thing is I actually am, I know it's become a meme, but I'm generally concerned that someone was more interested in the penis physics than actually making the game run properly on what is now old gen.
Yeah.
Because it's like someone put so much time and detail into that character customization and didn't even bother to make sure it worked on fucking two of the what the majority of people still have as consoles right now. And it's fucking retarded. Some of the graphics I've seen come out of it are stupid. There's so many bugs and problems with the game.
Oh man, the model's glitching, and
someone's already made, what's his name? The sexy Squidward as a character on the PS5. Wacky slash. But like the thing is someone made that, and then they said that they spent 4.5 hours on it making the thing, and it crashed the second he tried to load it into the game.
Oh, whoa.
So really, what they've done is created an amazing character creation tool.
And but you just sit there and you can customize. It's basically like playing The Sims, sitting there making all your characters, and then when you try and load the game, it fucking crashes. That's basically what it is. Yeah, I've made my whole family ready to start the game. No, sorry, that was the game. Enjoy.
Goodbye.
I hope you like it.
Apparently, it's been bricking people's PCs as well. That Cyberpunk's had a massive problem on PC, is that it's been giving people like W4 errors, basically bricking Windows, and and it's like PlayStation. It's what the CE38047, fucking the famous one that always pops up whenever you get an error.
Yeah,
that's like
I've been getting that a lot recently.
That's fucking basically what Cyberpunk has been doing all. I'm not sure about Xbox, but I'm pretty sure it's been doing the exact same thing on there. Like, it's stupid that this game has been marketed so highly and it doesn't fucking function, because the thing is with No Man's Sky, it was released and it didn't have a lot of the things it was supposed to have, because Hello Games, you know, again, Sean Murray, we all know the story, and he redeemed himself. Maybe Cyberpunk can redeem itself, because at the end of the day,
if Cyberpunk had stayed humble and not like marketed in Keanu Reeves, for one, I don't think it'd be as big as it was anticipated to be.
Definitely.
And they probably would have had more room for like error. But it's because everyone, you know, it was just hyped up to be such a big game. Keanu Reeves, oh my god, futuristic, whoa. PS5, everyone's just too excited, so I think everyone's just got too excited. They haven't made sure it works properly or whatever. Something's gone horribly wrong. But the thing is, you know, No Man's Sky, yeah, it had a bit of hype, but nowhere near as much hype as Cyberpunk. You know, everyone's been waiting on this game forever, and yes, people were waiting on No Man's Sky for a while, but nowhere near the length that people have been waiting for Cyberpunk.
People say that hype kills games, because again, it's bringing it up because it is the perfect example of how to do things correctly. Things like Assassin's Creed and things like that. Valhalla has been marketed massively, but you know, Assassin's Creed, it's simple. When the fuck did you ever...
It's also got that whole
but like,
lineage behind it of good games.
When the fuck did you ever see an advert for Ghost of Tsushima?
You didn't.
Really?
Simple as.
It straight up was like, oh, it's about to be released. Here's one trailer. Done. Release the game. No hype. No stupid bollocks. Allow the game to create its own hype when people play it. Simple as that.
Because it wasn't long before people started playing it that it got massive waves of attention, because everyone was like, yo, what the fuck, this game is so good.
Yeah, I mean, in the big run-up where everyone's competing, you know, games are trying to compete with each other to be the best game ever, win game of the year. just be, be the dark horse. Don't be the one that's like, hey, my game does this, my game does that. Because then when you release your game and it doesn't do all these things and it crashes on day of release, you're gonna look like a twat.
Because then also, it's not even just that, but it's also like when game companies are, like you said, trying to compete against each other, it is also the thing as well, is that like, they're always kind of trying to like outrun each other in a way, to try and get people to pay attention to their game more, or save their money for their game. And, they do build up a hype because I think it's because they give so much away. But but what they give away isn't exactly what the game necessarily is going to be. So therefore, people create an expectation based on what they're seeing because of how much they give them. With Ghost of Tsushima was like, okay, this is basically the plot.
Yeah, we're doing this thing. If you like it, let us know.
Yeah, and
now people are begging for a fucking sequel. And the game is like, it's its first game, people are like, yo, when's the next one? It's like, bro, it took 5 years, fucking wait.
It's just, like, some companies are so big, they just shit out titles every year. I mean,
Bethesda. Yeah, Bethesda, fucking...
Have you seen the meme where it's like, speed run the next fucking cover of FIFA?
Yeah. No, seriously.
Rapidly clicking and sweating and really heavily breathing. And he just like deletes.
People do it every year now.
Images, puts a picture of like fucking Pele or some shit. Slaps it on the fucking cover.
You could make a pretty
20 to 21.
educated guess as like what FIFA 22 is fucking thing look like. A football, colour scheme in the background, the best player from that year, maybe the one who won the Ballon d'Or, and then the number. That's it. And then maybe, like you said, an old player like Pele or David Beckham or... This year will be... oh, actually, no, I can predict FIFA 22 already, actually. Diego Maradona.
Yeah.
Because he died. There you go. Diego Maradona will be on the front of the box. He'll have a special edition where you get Diego Maradona as a FIFA card in-game for like 90 quid. And then that's it. That's FIFA 22.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Mr. Maradona. You are the most divisive person in football because you were a very good player. Sometimes you were the nicest man on the planet. Half the time you were a cunt. It's just,
He was a human.
It is what it is. My man lived his life. That was simple as that. He did what the fuck he wanted, and that's Maradona. But yeah, Maradona's is but. Cyberpunk's actually I can do this actually live on fucking podcast actually. We can play a little game real quick.
Cyberpunk.
What's the game?
Cyberpunk.
I shall tell you in a second.
Okay.
Everyone stay away from their phones.
Okay.
Okay.
No googling.
Okay.
Okay, Cyberpunk.
Okay.
Metacritic score. We have two things to guess. Okay, we have the score given to them by Metacritic. This is for the PS4 release, by the way, and the score by users. So Metacritic score is out of 100, and the user score is out of 10. So like 2.9 or like 7.6 or blah blah blah. But Metacritic is out of 100. So we'll start off with, what do you think Metacritic's, score for the game is?
I would say pretty low, like below 50. I'd say in the 30s.
I'd say 49.
You say 49. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah.
32.
32. Okay. Amy is the closest. It's 52.
Oh, okay.
Now, the user score. What is the average user score?
That's going to be really low.
Do you go on 4.5? What are you saying, bro?
I'm going 1.5.
1.5?
Yeah.
So you've gone 1.5 and Amy's gone 4.5.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to say that you are both winners because it's actually 3.
Oh.
So it's equal to the user score is 3. As of yesterday, the score was 2.6. It's gone up to 3, but there's been.
I mean, I'm assuming that's with like bug fixes and shit.
Yeah,
or at least
but it's also an extra 30,000 reviews being added.
That's not good.
And at the 6,920 that are on the site at the moment, the average is a 3.
Oh wow, that's really not good.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Last of Us got hammered, but that's gotta hurt. Cyberpunk, man.
That's just embarrassing.
We've done Metacritic. Let's go to the one other most charged one as well. So
You've done fucked up there. Somewhere.
we'll get one more. Because, like, let's put it this way. Metacritic gave Last of Us a 92.
Okay.
But it had a 5.2 user score, right? It's got up to 5.6 now. Cyberpunk has a worse user score than The Last of Us 2 does. Think about the amount of shit The Last of Us 2 got. I'm not saying it's because Cyberpunk's better, but just the amount of shit that Last of Us got, and Cyberpunk still has a worse fucking rating.
Yeah, man.
It's unfucking
It's rough, man. That's just rough. I don't know what to say about that.
It's embarrassing, is what it is.
So obviously the IGN stuff, as you said earlier, we know the score for that already. But
cool.
IGN has a user score system as well. They have it on two. They have it on two bases. There is 24,786 people who have done reviews. The two bases are the game as a whole, and the other section is characters in the game. And so they have a rating for Keanu Reeves' character.
No, it's going to be bad because they were expecting him to be in most of the game, and from what I remember, he's in like maybe 2 scenes.
He's not in overly a lot.
That was the playtesting.
But no, even with the game being released, he's actually not overly in loads. However, he is in the game quite a lot, and you can play with him quite a lot. But he's not overly in cutscenes. I think that's one of the reviews. Like, again, I'm not 100% sure of any of this. I've watched 2 reviews on the game, and I'm just going off of what people who have played the game have said.
I never really bought into the hype. Now, hearing the reviews, I'm kind of glad I didn't.
No.
It's not making me rush out and buy the game. Let's just say that.
So, what do you reckon the IGN user score is, right? And just to give you an impression about how hard it's been hammered, I'm going to give you it out of 3. Okay, three options.
1.2.
So the three options are: is it 0.75, 2.5, or 1.5?
1.5.
It'll be 1.5. There's no way it was 7.5.
No.
0.7.
No.
There's 0.7 in that.
What are you saying?
0.7.
0.7? What are you saying, Amy?
I say 0.7.
So, the 3 numbers I read out to you then, I decided to do that because they're actually the legacy user scores. So what they were versus what they've transferred to. So when the game first came out, it was 2.5. It went as low as at 0.75, but now it's currently sitting at 1.5. It's been called by the Gaming Radar. Shout out to Gaming Radar. You know what? I love Gaming Radar. They've given it a 3 out of 10, and they've said that it is the worst AAA release that they have ever seen.
Oh my god.
However, they did add at the end, the game for the PS5 is a 97 out of 100. It's an amazing game and it's brilliant. They've given it a 9.7 out of 100. They said that it's an amazing game when it functions, but you simply can't ignore the criminally understated and underappreciated audience of the Xbox One and PS4, who have clearly been ignored in this title's outstanding release. It should have been a PS5 and Xbox Series X exclusive. The fact that they released it on the PS4 and Xbox One shows that they are desperate for money and do not care about their fans.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other one that was the kicker. It was interesting when you said the PS4 and the Xbox One thing. There was somewhere where I heard, I couldn't tell you where, and don't quote me on this, but people were having the most issues on the old PS4 consoles and the old Xbox Ones. Like the
Yeah.
Series X and like the PS4 Pros would still have issues, but not as many, because they were closer to what the PS5 and the Xbox are now.
Yeah.
Where, you know, the game was, you know, supposedly supposed to be released for, and not as a money grab, but like
Actual AAA release for the game.
yeah, it's a AAA release. You know, if you're gonna release it, don't exclude your audiences. I mean, yeah, say what you want about Rockstar, like still not releasing GTA 6, but at least they've like made sure GTA 5 works on all fucking variations of their console.
Someone's the most popular quote on Twitter from what I'm reading from the game is that in the adverts for a lot of the game you will see Keanu Reeves asking people in 2077 what makes you a criminal. I think what makes you a criminal in 2077 is being the best liar in history.
Bruh. I mean, it was really funny. I nearly like screen recorded it. I had to, well, obviously I'm on a Samsung, so I'd have to download a screen record app. It was too much work for me. But I was watching the IGN. No, what is it? Yeah, IGN, the Daily Fix, IGN Fix, Silly Goodman.
Yeah.
You know how you get ads on Snapchat now?
Yep.
She was literally in the middle of speaking about, you know, Cyberpunk's had really bad reviews, the company have apologised, this, that and the other, in their famous yellow boxes. And then
Cyberpunk.
I get an ad for fucking Cyberpunk. And it's fucking Keanu Reeves going, what makes you a criminal in 2077?
It's just, it's hilarious how pathetic it is. It really is.
Oh man.
I've been looking through the tweets for Cyberpunk stuff, and I've actually just found one that's quite profound. I've played Cyberpunk for over 72 hours now, and I've enjoyed parts of the game and I haven't enjoyed them all. However, I've realised upon going into my brother's room and playing it on the PS4 that I mean this no joke as someone who is not a fan of The Last of Us Part 2. I'd rather play another 57 hours of Abby than ever have to play that game on the lower gen consoles ever again.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
So that is how much people hate it. They actually would rather fucking play more Abby in The Last of Us than play
Everyone
Cyberpunk.
going like, Last of Us Part 2, worst game ever, Cyberpunk.
Just coming through
Okay,
to
I'll
save
take
the
that
day. Seriously, Cyberpunk's just come through. They've probably saved The Last of Us from getting a lot more shit that it would have done probably for the Game of the Year. Honestly, yeah, this Game of the Year stuff probably has kind of flown under the radar a little bit because of all the shit going with Cyberpunk. No one actually
Perhaps I
cares that
judged
The
you
Last
too
of Us
harshly.
won. Exactly. It's like, it's so fucking bad, and it doesn't take, just because one thing's bad doesn't mean another thing can't be, but it's like, bruh, it's like,
I mean, realistically, if we're going to spend like 50 quid or $50 or whatever the fuck they're charging for these AAA games, you want a fucking working product. You don't want something that's... You don't... What you're essentially buying is a £50 brick that's going to brick your console. You're buying a piece of software that's going to ruin your fucking console. For $50 or $50.
oh my fucking god, are you being serious?
It's like, hey, kick me in the balls and I'll pay you £1 for every punch that I take to the groin. The groin? The groin. There you go. Words. I've had a drink.
Oh my fucking god. So, just under a week after release, Cyberpunk has gone on sale in many gaming stores all across the world, as many companies are struggling to shift the lower gen console releases. They have an overabundance of copies of the game and are thus reducing them down. A couple of the famous gaming companies that have been listed are True Good in Germany, which has lowered the price of the Xbox One and PS4 editions to $29.99, and the lowest seen so far is TrueGeether.com, an Australian gaming site, which has given its
God bless you, Australia.
has gone down to $10 Australian, which is the equivalent of about £6.50.
If that just doesn't speak volumes, I mean, forget everything we've just said. Like, I know
We don't know another
game.
game that was like,
I know we've been
a
railing on this
AAA
game
release.
hard, and we've been railing on it for a while, but so fucking is everyone. But if that £6.50 for a AAA game that came out, this
That's
year?
only one company.
Not even
but-
that, it came out a couple days ago, I swear.
Yeah, it's a
12
couple of
months
days
ago.
ago.
£6.50. Are you fucking kidding?
The thing that it says you have to keep in mind is that is the lower gen consoles. The PS5 and Xbox Series X versions are still at the exact same price.
Oh,
No,
for sure.
But the lower gen are fucking decreasing
But
rapidly.
that's fucking unheard of for video games.
There's only one other game, and even that, it didn't happen that quickly, because it was the joke I was going to make is, we don't know any other, AAA releases that, like people were just sellotaping to the back of PS4s because they didn't want them. No, do we?
Fallout 76.
Like, that's going to be Cyberpunk. You could buy a PS5, you get a free copy of Cyberpunk for the PS4. It's like a promotion. If you buy, go into CEX, and if you buy FIFA, you get Cyberpunk.
Like, come 24th of December, Argos are going to be doing, buy an old school PS4 Pro. You'll get a fucking free copy of Cyberpunk.
We'll give you Cyberpunk, which will brick your console immediately, and you have to buy another one. They'll be doing it. They'll be doing it on purpose, so people have to keep buying consoles because they'll brick them.
Bro, you'll put it in. Right,
Someone made a joke. That's funny.
And instead of saying like, do you want to start this application without network features? And you just say yes, continue without updating application. It just says Alu Akbar on your PS4 explodes.
It's just someone's made fucking Akbar. This fucking joke. I love this. PS.
You get the photo. You get the photo sensitive. You get the epilepsy warning that comes up at the start of the game. It just says, "Warning: PS4 may explode."
PlayStation has announced their free games for January. Cyberpunk. Can you fucking imagine? It's just like, please download it, go into the shop, please. Actually, that's the thing I kind of want to know. Does Cyberpunk have?
Is like, please, we need to get rid of them.
Does Cyberpunk have microtransactions?
Like, buy a digital copy, and we'll send you a physical.
I don't know.
Copy
That's what
well.
I mean. I don't know if it does. Does it? Because otherwise, we are looking at like a Fallout. We're looking at a Fallout 76 on crack.
I don't think it would have microtransactions. I haven't heard anything about microtransactions.
Let me look it up.
At all. But if it does, then well. I mean, I'd imagine it would, like being a character creation type thing. Maybe some like items that are locked behind a paywall, some shit, or like a season pass.
Well, CD Projekt, the company who's made it, has said that Cyberpunk is a single-player game with 0 microtransactions. It's a single purchase.
So at least they've done that right.
I think they
oh my fucking god! Did a fucking Oh no, look at this. So that article's from 6 months ago, and then an article written by the exact same company, the fucking PCGamer.com, has written that Cyberpunk 2077 microtransactions will be limited to multiplayer. So there is microtransactions, they're just not in the single player.
Okay. And I love how they have a multiplayer as well. Like, guys, at least make sure your single player works before you start a multiplayer.
Oh god,
Cyberpunk 2077 will have microtransactions. Here's why fans shouldn't be worried. Oh my fucking... So it does have it.
Here's why fans shouldn't be worried. They've obviously been paid off.
Cyberpunk review.
Jesus Christ.
The thing about Metacritic is the game, in terms of as an overall, has got an 81 out of 100 and 8.1 user score. Like, it's got a 10 out of 10 for the PS5 versions and shit. Like, seriously, like, you look up on Metacritic, Cyberpunk, and the difference between the PC, the PS5, and the PS4 reviews are fucking mental. I'll read some of them out now, but like it's actually kind of so, because I didn't look at all of them before. Obviously, I jumped straight to the PS4. So Cyberpunk as a game, PC has got an 89 out of 100. Obviously, as we've said before, Cyberpunk's got a 52 out of 100 on PS4, 3 user score. Cyberpunk on the Xbox One has got a 55 Metacritic and a 4.1 user score.
Oh Jesus.
The PS5 has got a 91 out of 100 and an 8.9 user score. Like, it's mental how, like, this is why people are arguing about this, because they're sitting there and they're going, well, I like this game and I don't, but they're not playing the same game.
Yeah.
Bro, I know how you normally put in brackets on the episode, like no structure or something.
Just
I think you should just
Cyberpunk.
put
Cyberpunk cyberflunk bullying.
Shitfest.
Cyberpunk bullying.
Bullying Cyberpunk for an hour.
Oh, hang on, SVG. You know, Cyberpunk has lied to fans again.
Today on SVG News, Cyberpunk 2077 taps into its namesake genre by force-feeding corporate misinformation to the masses. But first, isn't it just lovely when the universe corrects itself? One of the...
Well, okay, so there's apparently another thing they've lied about. I don't know what it is specifically, but...
Well.
Oh, well then.
Now, however, the fans are the storm. Then these tales.
Oh, let's talk about the PS5 first. It's just
Stop using
mental.
other person's content for our
I
content.
don't care. We won't get monetized anyway. I'm stealing from SVG.
Oh, you despicable man.
Of course, there are
Definitely
plenty of
so.
other wilder
Bless you.
stories on this. While it is unlikely that these
You must be allergic to Cyberpunk.
cool what CD
Yeah,
Projekt
we're
Red is
at the
doing to its
bullshit.
fans bullying, but we just really wanted to use this clip.
Get your hands off me! I've heard about this in a new...
Beat loneliness. Add someone back into your life that you
Fucking adverts. Fuck Snapchat, bro.
After waiting 8 years for Cyberpunk 2077, audiences have come to a realization that the game failed to live up to expectations. Despite critics showering the title with praise, gamers, especially those who bought Cyberpunk 2077 for the Xbox One or PlayStation 4, became furious when the game ran poorly on almost all available platforms. That was only the beginning of problems for the game's developer, as they are now caught in a web of mishaps, and seemingly no amount of leftover goodwill from The Witcher 3 can entangle it. Thanks to the unrelenting masses of displeased gamers, CD Projekt Red promised refunds. Except they didn't exactly deliver.
That was some
Oh, no.
Oh my god, it's Fallout again. It's literally Fallout.
They're gonna send
It's-
loot crates out with fucking Keanu Reeves'
Bro,
bionic arm.
yeah, and it's gonna be like made out of fucking like plastic instead of
Styrofoam.
metal. Styrofoam. Oh my god, it's literally doing a fucking
It's pulling a Fallout 76,
76,
but worse.
but worse, but on a bigger scale because a lot of people stopped by Fallout 76 and Fallout is a big series, but loads of people didn't want to buy it from the beginning. Like take Amy, she loves the series, but didn't buy it before it was even classified as
Oh.
shit because of the multiplayer.
No. Yeah, because like I love Fallout. Fallout 3 was like the first game that got me into like gaming at quite a young age, and I fell in love with Fallout New Vegas. It's still one of my favorite games of all time. Fallout 3 was okay, Fallout 4 was meh, and then I remember Fallout 76 I was quite excited for, but then someone said to me, "Hey, it's gonna be multiplayer," and I went, "No, I'm not playing it." And they said, "Why?" And I said, before we even knew anything about the game, I said, "This is not Fallout, a franchise." I said, "I don't mind multiplayer," I said, "but Fallout, I can't see it as a multiplayer," and I said, "They're just gonna ruin it." And what happened? They ruined it.
I mean, I tell you what turns me off from games really quickly, and I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but it's always been the case for me. And I'll give you an example as well. When a game is marketed, like to quite a lot of gamers, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, this is definitely good.
Yeah.
And then you find out that one, it's either only for Xbox or only for PS4, so it's an exclusive, or it's multiplayer only. You
The
know,
multiplayer one kind of
and my example is Destiny. You know,
well,
by all
Destiny-
means, great
Destiny
games,
You can't play it by yourself.
but it requires
Not
a
necessar- it
multiplayer.
requires- It doesn't necessarily mean you have to play with other people, but it does mean that you have to have like infinite connection, and
Yeah,
that can be
and
annoying.
that turns me off from games because, you know, I quite enjoy story-driven games. I quite enjoy a
That's the
single-player
thing.
experience
That's
that
the
doesn't
thing.
require an internet connection.
And if you enjoy that, other people enjoy, you know, having it be multiplayer. It's the same with the exclusives. Like, I'm not that bothered with exclusives because generally PlayStation's exclusives are better. And
Yeah, no, that's why I went with PlayStation. They have the better exclusives. But I'm
Yeah.
still annoyed that I haven't got to play Dead Rising 3.
yeah,
I know that was like I love it or hate it type thing, but I don't know. I can let that one slide. But again, that's the minor one. It's more the multiplayer only shit. You know,
Yeah,
if you
but
don't have an online subscription, you cannot play this game.
it's not it's not an online subscription. Just that. It's also like with Destiny, you don't have to have like PlayStation Plus to play it. You don't need anything like that. You just need internet. There are some games where it's like League of Legends. Is it no Clash of Titans? No Clash of Titans. No League of Legends. I know there's ones where you actually do have to pay a
You just
subscription
pissed
like
off
every
so
month.
many PC gamers.
I know.
You just
Coming in
compared
their
League of
droves, bro.
Legends. You just compared League of Legends
that's right, bro.
to Clash of Clans.
So
Mobile
this will be the
gamers
last
versus
episode of the
PC gamers.
podcast before
Yeah,
the PC master race, you know, claims us for the fucking utopian
me
new
out.
down society.
we've been murdered.
I apologize. I don't
The
apologize.
PC
but
gamers have sent Russian hackers and
Fuck PC
what I'm trying to say
gamers.
is that
All my
I'm not a
homies watch
PC
gay
gamer.
porn.
I will admit that I am not a PC gamer. I'm sorry because I'm not a PC gamer. I don't educate myself in the PC gaming industry. But I know there are a couple of online games where you do actually have to pay like a monthly or yearly subscription to be able to play. Just trying to say.
bro, I don't like multiplayer. Other people scare me.
Fuck them kids, bro. But yeah, since there's been a Cyberpunk and Game of the Year bullying fest, I think it's it was a good little rant though about it. But like, the thing is there's not been a whole lot else going on because it's all COVID in it. It's tier 3. That's the biggest thing that's dominated it, and it's the thing why, to be honest, Last of Us got so much shit, and it's the reason why Cyberpunk got so much shit. No one's got fucking anything better to do. Apart from sit. Obviously, it's hate that was deserved to a degree, but like, it's like, bruh, we're all locked down right now. Everyone's affected by the Rona, so like, people are going to be doubly pissed about Cyberpunk. Because imagine you
People are
like were
naturally
on.
shitty at the moment.
Imagine you were like on your
As anyone would
furlough.
be.
And you
Yeah.
got your furlough and you saved up your money from all your bullshit and you weren't getting paid a lot and then you used your money to buy Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
You'd be
Yeah.
so fucked off.
I think that's why most people are. I guarantee that's the case for most people.
I keep seeing memes of people like kids messaging trying to like how do I get in touch with Santa so I can take Cyberpunk off my Christmas list?
Bro, kids are getting smarter. Well, no, they're getting stupider.
It
They're getting
depends.
modern day smarter, internet smarter.
Internet smarts, they're like... Bro, they could probably teach me shit at this point. But in terms of common sense, that's at an all-time low.
Oh god, yeah.
That might be an interesting topic. Do you lads want kids? Because I don't fucking know. Hey.
I fucking do.
Not really, no. I don't really. The thing is
Like,
I
imagine,
don't-
like, raising a child for 12 years and then them becoming a TikToker.
it's not even just that, but it's just like, the world's overpopulated, the world's going to shit, and honestly, like, having a kid, like, if you want to be a good parent, they're technically, like, your responsibility for the rest of the time that you live. They just get more freedom. They're always going to ask for money or stuff like that, and I don't want that responsibility. I'd rather have a dog. I'd rather have, like, 3 dogs and a kid. It brings me more
Fair
joy.
enough.
And also, I'm not really a big fan of kids. I don't have the patience for them, and yeah.
It's
That's
fair,
really
it's
it.
fair bet.
And also, it's just long. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone goes, "Oh, having kids like the best, like the greatest gift in the world," and blah blah blah. Mate, have you ever had a dog or a kitten?
Nah, gee.
Sure.
I've only had a hamster and a goldfish.
Well, you got your cat.
It's a joke, bro.
I know, but still, but like, some people
He's
are
a
like,
fat
"Oh,
bastard. He sat right here. Dickhead. Look here. Prick.
but when it's like when people go, "Oh, kids like
Dickhead.
when people go, "Oh, kids like the
Fluffy
greatest
dick,
gift
fluffy
in the
dickhead.
world." When people go, "Oh, kids like the greatest thing, greatest gift that you could ever get," I'm like, really? Are they though? Okay.
Now, I mean, to be fair, would you want $5 million or a kid? Let's
$5
be
million
real.
so I can buy a house and then just have a kid a natural way. Secure the bag. I do want kids. But yeah. I don't want them yet. That's the key point.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's the key.
I don't
point.
ever want kids until I can afford them. Simple as that.
Mm.
I thought of another interesting game to play. So I thought of this and I was like, just because I've been going through all these Game Award things. Should we see should we test some of your gaming knowledge?
Oh
We
god.
can do.
It's but mainly to do with Game of the... So the Game of the Year awards obviously has been going on for years.
Making making a fool of myself on the internet.
If we
Easy,
go
just do.
from this year down to 2010, so obviously we'll start off with the easiest one. What won Game of the Year this year?
Last of
Fucking
Us.
Last of
Tsushima.
Us. Yeah, in an alternate universe. Okay, obviously the next easier one. Who won last year?
God of War.
No, it wasn't on the. It was on. It wasn't on the list last year.
Nah, Markiplier wasn't on the list, bro. Sorry.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay, but apart, we all know those two, and we've discussed them. From now on, though, it might get a bit more difficult. So, who won in 2018? There's actually 2 games.
See, I wouldn't fucking know. I didn't have a PS4 in 2018, so I didn't really know.
You just take a guess, bro.
Is it Spider-Man?
I think it would have been Spider-Man, the
Spider-Man.
new one.
Yeah.
Probably Spider-Man and like something else.
Okay. Well, it was
Probably
tied
wasn't
between
JRPG.
2.
Oh wait.
A game-
Wait, what year is this?
2018.
2018. Spider-Man.
Okay, it was tied between 2. A game called What Remains of Edith Finch.
That
Fuck.
that nearly
And-
got Game of the Year.
Yep.
Seriously?
And the game that trumped it by 1,000 votes was not Spider-Man. Spider-Man came third. Second to What
Wow.
Remains of Edith Finch, with first being Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
What won in
Actually,
20...
no shit, I forgot. Red Dead's been out fucking ages.
ages. What won in 2017? And I'll give you a clue to this to make it easier. It's a game
the
both of
Switch?
you have played.
You both play.
You've both played. Or I believe
2017.
Lewis
Is this for
has.
console, by the way? Is
This
for
is console,
PlayStation?
yeah. It's
Oh, okay. I thought you
it's
meant in
consoles.
general.
No, it's
God, I have no idea.
it's console. So if it was PC, you'd fucking I wouldn't even be able to get half of them.
Well, I'm
There's
gonna,
a
I'm gonna
couple
tap
here
out
I
at
didn't
this
know.
point. I'm not gonna know anything
I
past
thought-
2018, 2017.
I thought 2017 was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's what got all the hype for the Switch. I
It
thought
did,
that won Game of the Year.
but it didn't win Game of the Year. There was
Did
one
it win
game
then?
that trumped it that both of you have played.
It wasn't Shadow the Tomb Raider, was it?
No, it was Uncharted 4.
Oh, of course it fucking was.
And
I
as a
fucking love that game. Oh, I'm glad that won Game of the Year.
2017. What won in 2016?
This is again. I'm
And again,
tapping out. I don't know.
we just take a guess, bro.
I don't even know what was
or-
out in 2016.
Or would you like a clue?
Fucking Call of Duty. I don't know.
Yeah, can I give a clue? Because I'm getting confused
No,
now.
we-
'cause I
we-
swear-
multiple choice or some shit, 'cause I fucking don't know this
I
shit.
swear Legend of Zelda won Game of the Year.
This is the thing. It did, but you think about this. What was it released on first?
It was
It-
released
it-
on the Switch.
Yeah, but it was released on something else just before that.
Was
Wii
it? I
U.
thought-
It was released
Oh,
on the
yeah.
original version of the DS. So therefore, it's not a console game. That is the only one in the list that does that, by the way. Yes, it did win Game of the Year, but this is purely games that were released on the mainstream consoles, and obviously after 2017 is when the Switch comes in, and obviously it hasn't won a Game of the Year since, but it did with Legend of Zelda, so you're not technically wrong, but in terms of just console, Uncharted 4 did. So what won in 2016? The clue...
Fall Guys.
The clue for it... Yeah, you're fucking hilarious. You fucking
Definitely
bastard.
Fall Guys.
Definitely Fall Guys. The clue for the 2016 one is... I'm trying to think of one that makes... Well, a lot of them I could say and it's a bit too obvious. It had...
multiplayer?
What, is the game multiplayer?
Yeah.
I can't actually remember. I think it does.
Overwatch.
It's not Overwatch. So to give you the clue then, and then you can have one more. You can have more of a guess after that. Because I thought of the clue I can give without making it too bait. The game is ridiculously held high in a series that it has a lot of stellar games in it.
Stellar Games.
Yeah, very good games. It's held
Not
very
Telltale,
high.
is it?
It's very
Telltale game?
it's very highly held with alongside a lot of these other games. And it's probably it was probably the most popular game of that year.
What was the year?
2016. Tons of memes, tons of shit. There's one other clue, but it's the one that gives it away a bit too much.
Really popular.
Ridiculously popular.
No,
We're
I'm at a loss
talking
here.
one of the most popular games of all time popular.
No, not Skyrim.
Would you like the last clue that gives it away, or
Hang
for me
on,
to
it
just
wasn't
tell you?
GTA 5, was it?
No, that came out in 2013.
I know, that's so long ago.
I know.
feel old.
So, would you like the last clue that basically gives it away, or should I just tell you?
No, give us the last clue, because we probably still won't get it.
It had a really shit sequel.
Shit sequel.
Well, it's not a sequel, but it had a shit game following it in the series. That made people want to kill themselves.
The Witcher.
Are you being serious?
I don't know this.
Not
It
The
made
Witcher.
people want to completely off themselves. What?
No, I don't.
No. Wait, have we played this?
Yes. Well, you have, Amy.
I have. Oh god.
Yeah, it made people fucking hate the company for what they did. Oh, I give up. Fallout 4.
Oh.
That really won Game of the Year.
Yes, it did in
thought it was
2016.
I
No,
got Overwatch. No.
no.
That's rough.
Fallout 4.
God.
Do you know what I think threw me? The memes.
Yeah, I didn't see much memes of it.
I didn't see many Fallout 4 memes.
Okay, well, we clearly have. Okay, so 2015. Amy
Witcher
has
3?
mentioned it this evening.
Yeah,
The
be
Witcher.
Witcher.
The Witcher 3.
No.
Gotta be. Oh, come on.
Have I met Overwatch?
No.
And I've mentioned it already.
Yep. You actually mentioned it as making a point about something earlier.
Oh, right.
I'll give you a clue. At the time, it was ridiculously popular. It still kind of is now. It was certainly innovative in what it tried to do. Massive multiplayer game. Had a good campaign as well, and a lot of people didn't think it deserved to win because of Overwatch.
Destiny.
Overwatch came second. Overwatch never won Game of the Year. It came second to this game.
No. Okay.
Nope.
And I
I'm
mentioned.
at a loss.
You mentioned it earlier, yeah.
Oh fuck! I feel like a right twat now.
And to be honest, there's actually no clue I can give you that's ridiculously obvious. That's why I kind of keep saying them.
What multiplayer?
It's got multiplayer. It's very well known for its multiplayer. Shooter.
World War 2? COD? I don't know. Didn't win it, did it?
No, I didn't mention it. I'm
Have a
dumb.
have a guess, and then I'll tell you.
Fucking Fortnite. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't know.
Fortnite. And Amy, what are you saying?
I generally forgot.
Battlegrounds?
No, I didn't mention it.
Destiny.
No, it
I
is
said
Destiny.
Destiny.
You didn't say Destiny.
I did say Destiny.
No, you didn't. I will go back in the stream and prove to you right now you didn't say Destiny.
I said Destiny.
Okay, bet you didn't. I'll prove to you right
said
now.
Destiny.
I'll prove to you right now you didn't say Destiny.
You said it was wrong when you said Overwatch. I went Destiny, and no one replied. So I was like, oh okay.
Well, if you did, you said that very fucking quietly.
Replied, so I was like, oh okay.
Let's go back. like stream on stream action. Here we go.
Stream on stream action, boys.
And a lot of it's still kind of. I'll give you a clue. No. Gotta be. From 2015. Amy has mentioned it this evening. Yeah, The Witcher.
Wasn't it there?
The Witcher
You
3.
never said it there.
No, you said The Witcher 3.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Have I met Overwatch?
No.
And I've mentioned it already.
Yep. You actually mentioned it as making a point about something earlier.
Oh, well, so sad.
I'll give you a clue. At the time, it was ridiculously popular. It still kind of is now. It was certainly innovative in what it tried to do. Massive multiplayer game. Had a good campaign as well. And a lot of people didn't think it deserved to win because of Overwatch. Overwatch came second. Okay, Overwatch.
Okay.
I said it there.
You did, but do you know what you
But
said?
really quiet.
You said it really quietly, and you followed it by saying no.
No,
So
because
that's
I
why it is. So yes, you did say it, but you said it very
Okay.
quietly, and then you immediately shut yourself down as well. Right?
You said it,
Can
but
I-
you
can I-
retracted your previous
Well,
statement.
I will listen better. Now.
Law, this would not stand.
I will.
Rocky Fly.
I will listen better now. And but this next
no,
one,
that
if you
was my
don't
fault.
get this one, then you should probably fucking off yourself. Who won in 2014?
Your mother.
You both played it.
Last of Us.
Mhm. 2013.
Last of Us.
Isn't that how it works?
Yes, it is. Shut up. Batman: Arkham Asylum.
Bioshock? Wait,
Bioshock.
Yeah, no.
No.
Grand Theft Auto.
No.
I don't think Grand Theft Auto ever won
No,
it.
because Grand Theft Auto was released in November, and it didn't get classified as a game, and then The Last of Us beat it in 2014.
Bruh.
I'll give you a clue about this one, because I'm not 100% sure if either of you have played it, but I have. It is a popular
Yes,
game, and you'll know what it is. It's kind of a weird title. It's certainly unique, bar from one game. It's got similarities too. It's quite unique. It has had a sequel, had quite a popular DLC, a lot of stealth.
Hang on, what game? What year, sorry?
2013. A lot of stealth is involved, sneaking up behind people, all that shit.
Last of Us.
No.
No!
We've already had The Last of Us, you fucking idiot. They can't win twice.
I will make it so.
A newspaper, but we probably haven't.
I've played this. I don't know if you have.
Dishonored?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
The only other game it's similar to is Thief. I don't know if you've played that, but... Right. Who won in 2012? Easy, come on.
Bioshock.
No.
Thief.
Oh,
You should know
Skyrim.
this. No, it didn't win 2012. It got beaten by
Portal?
something.
Minecraft.
Yeah, but... What? Portal what?
Portal 2.
Two.
Mm-hmm.
My
What about-
favourite one.
What about 2011?
Oh god, you're way too far back now.
Oh, fucking hell. Red Dead.
No.
No?
Came very close though, and in a lot of people's Game of the Year lists it did, but not the
GTA
actual
4?
Game of Year awards.
Fallout
No,
New Vegas?
that was 2009 GTA 4 one.
Oh my god.
Fallout New Vegas, no. I'll give you a clue. It's a ridiculously popular series.
Call of Duty. Call of Duty Black Ops.
No, it's a ridiculously popular series. It's been loved by fucking millions, and it was ruined by the last game it released. And since then, they haven't rebooted the series. Quite a lot of interactivity, amazing, and I'll give the last clue at the end, which might give it away.
Is it like a very...
It's very unique in its thing, bar from one Xbox game.
Borderlands.
No.
Mass Effect?
Oh no, I reckon that's it. Because Andromeda fucked it.
Which one?
I know the second one then.
Yes.
That was really.
And the last
Oh,
one, 2010, Lewis actually said it as a guess, and when he said it, I was like, Jesus, bro, you're a bit early, but you did actually get it right. Lewis said earlier the guess for, I think it was for 2014, 2013, his guess for that is the answer to this question.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I don't even remember it.
What one in 2010? No going in the stream.
Bioshock Infinite?
No. It's actually none of the obvious ones. You said one, I didn't think anyone was going to get this one. You fucking said it, and I was like,
Oh, sorry, Minecraft.
No.
No? Oh.
Because it released on
say-
PC first. It's never a console game.
It was never a console game.
It also came out in 2008. Yeah, because whatever it's a religious... So it's like Among Us. If Among Us came to PS4, it would never be considered for Game of the Year.
Okay.
Well, I can't remember.
Because it used to be a PC exclusive. I'll give you a clue. I'll give you another clue, actually. Amy was pissing herself laughing at a joke about this earlier.
Batman.
Oh, it was Batman Arkham Asylum.
Yes. Arkham Asylum 1 in 2010.
Wow, I was early with that.
Yeah, you were very early, and I was like, Jesus, bro, fucking... This came out in 2010, bro. You're
That was
old.
stored in some fucking grey matter at the back of my fucking
Bruh.
skull somewhere.
Arkham Asylum's 10 years old, bro.
Oh
I feel so old.
And on that note, I think it might be time to end unless anyone wants to talk about some
Yeah,
stuff.
bro.
We got on a while today. It was a good one.
How long have we gone on for?
I have no idea, but probably quite a while.
How long was the fucking Cyberpunk run?
How long was the Cyberpunk run? Yeah. Fucking timestamp
40
if you want to skimp it, the whole podcast.
Yeah. Just Game of the Year memes.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Oh, and I think actually we'll end the stream with this last question, and whoever gets it right, I will buy your first pint when we come back to the pubs.
Oh fuck yeah.
So whoever gets this right gets that free pint. What? Oh, so what or who is the most profitable gaming character in gaming history?
Oh fuck me.
Jesus.
Mario?
No, it's not Mario.
Oh fuck. Oh wait. Most profitable gaming character?
Yep.
The stream could go on for another hour with us just
Wait.
guessing.
I will slowly
wait.
give you clues to make this easier.
Man or woman?
It's not necessarily either.
What?
Okay. Other.
It could be though. Could be.
Wait, when you say profitable character, you mean like they're used for like
They're
advertising
used for They're used for how much money they've made off their games. They're used in advertising. They're used in marketing. They're used in merch. Everything.
Crash
Pokemon?
Bandicoot.
No.
Pokemon?
Too generic.
Pikachu.
No. But Pikachu is
Oh.
second.
Oh,
Mario is
wow.
third. Mario is third. Pikachu is second. There's
Sonic
one. There is one. Sonic is fourth. There is one that reigns supreme over all of them, and you're going to kick yourselves because you won't think of it, but you all know what it is. And
Wow. Your mama.
would you like another clue?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
come on. I
It,
need more than.
the character predates everything that you've said.
What the? Pac-Man?
Yep.
No fucking way.
Pac-Man is the most profitable gaming character of all time.
How the fuck does that make sense? How?
Because what you're telling me if you ask someone about gaming, people go, "Oh, I know, yeah, I'm Mario," but like everyone knows Pac-Man. Your nan probably knows who Pac-Man is.
Waka waka, my guy.
Waka Waka Ali. But anyway, guys, thank you for
Well, you
listening
owe
to
Amy
the
the
stream.
pint.
Yeah, I do owe me a pint. Thank you for listening to the stream. We'll probably do episode 5 in 2026. And yeah, guys, thank you all for listening. And we'll see you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
I'm struggling to end the stream. Technical difficulties.